Hey guys, this is Nate with Colorado Kite Sports. Want to just make a quick video of a mod I do to my one bar lines. Some other guys might be interested as well. So when the one bar comes from the factory, they have these tubes that run the length of the leader lines, which is nice so that you don't cut your leader lines with your skis or whatnot. But what I've found is it makes them a little bit cumbersome when you go to wrap up your kite, and they're a little, especially when it gets cold, they get a little bit stiff. So one thing I do to most of my lines is I actually cut this a little bit short. So I'm just going to go through kind of how I do that, give you some tips that I've found through doing it. First thing you can do is just wrap your lines. Take something like a chair to wrap your lines around so you can get to the leader lines themselves and where you can actually get to the ball. What I don't recommend is cutting all the way through that tubing. And so what I've learned to do so that you don't ever nick that leader line is just take something like a utility knife. First, get the measurement that you like. So what I do is I just make the length about to, just a little bit less than the handle length, and kind of know where you want that. Reposition the balls down there, and then what I'll do is take a sharp knife like a utility knife and just score it. So kind of go around and score that. And I'm super paranoid about actually going through that tubing. So I'm just going to make a pretty shallow cut and make sure I don't actually go through that tubing. Something about like that, and that's all I'm going to do. Then the next key to that is what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this whole bar and I'm going to put it in the freezer, get it somewhere really cold. So like if it's winter, it works well, or just somewhere really cold, and put it in there for a while till it freezes super cold and gets really stiff. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it back out and you're just going to work that score line until it breaks. And so what that allows you to do is it allows you to cut it without ever getting close to the leader line itself and making a nice clean cut on that. All right, once you get those wrapped back up, find your favorite freezer and you can just put it right in there and just let it sit for a while, and give it time to really cool down. Okay, so we can come back and check, see how things are going. So just give it a little bend test. I think it actually might be ready. So this has been about 20 minutes. So yeah, what you're going to do is you're just going to try to take it right along those creases you made, the scoring you did, and try to just kind of work it around a little bit. There, we're starting to break through a little bit. If it doesn't do it the first time, just put it back in. Let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, see, this guy definitely wants to go. So once you get it started, they go pretty easy. So you can give it a little bit of a pull to get the final separation. So there you can see that one broke through. This one I probably didn't score quite as heavily, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather not score it much and then have to come back. So what I'll do is just work it a little bit more, and then put it back in I'm going to put this one back in the freezer for a little bit. All right, let's try it again. Oh, see, sure enough, I got that nice and cold, sticking it right near the vent, and it just snapped right off. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Once you get those that plastic to break, then it's just a matter of slipping something under there. Like what I do is I just take a small pair of scissors, something with a blunt end, so that you don't damage the line. Let this warm up a bit so that it stretches a little. Then it's just a matter of kind of threading that up there, and if you get it started a little bit, it should just kind of cut right up. you might, once you get down here, it's pretty tight up here towards the top, so just kind of pull it down. Yeah, pull it off that splice a little bit, and yeah, keep feeding it up. There you go. That's one. So now you've got a line that kind of terminates. We'll wrap a little bit nicer there too. If you get one that's a little stubborn, you can maybe try to get started from the top end. Just feed it in there gently from the top. Sometimes where the ball stopper was originally set can be a little bit stiff. You can also just kind of run it. If you can get it started, just run it up there even when it's tight. Again, just make sure you're not actually hitting the threads, and you should be okay. There we go. Got it loosened up. Just pull it back. Good to go. So, hope that helps you guys. I'm trying to do that.